Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all you H.I.M and Akwa. That's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawah. Just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And you know, something real quick, just who can you trust and who shall you not trust? The scriptures is plain. Psalms 18:2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. It's clear right there. In the true name of the Lord, the Father, which the world calls God and all these different names or titles, his name is Yahweh, which means that he exists, or the existing one. So when you see the name Lord, Lord, in all caps, that's Yahweh. And his son's name, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is Yahweh Shai, which means that he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. Right? These names are very important. You want to get these names right. You calling on sweet white baby Jesus, it's not going to get you anywhere but in more trouble, because that's an idol. And the Lord, he's a jealous power. And this is for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you are the true Hebrew Israelites. You can't be calling on another God. You can't call on the God of another nation. White Jesus is the God of another nation. That God is the God of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is an idol, which is no God at all. But they believe it to be their God. They believe it to be the one that's got them in power right now and that's running throughout the earth and fucking with everybody. Everywhere they've gone, they've stolen in the name of sweet white baby Jesus, man. Right? So now also in Psalms 18:30, which is a beautiful chapter, as for God, his ways is perfect. His way is perfect. The word of the Lord, which all caps again, Yahweh, it is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. So what's that buckler going into? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Okay, so now let me read this in the Amplified, Psalms 18:30. As for Yahweh, his way is blameless. The word of Yahweh is tested. It is perfect. It is faultless. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. So the Lord, for, if you want to look at it in, today's term, a shield or buckler, it would be like, say for instance, like, it's the ultimate bulletproof vest. It's not like your bulletproof vest, you know what I'm saying, as far as like these Edomites that have it today, but Edomites have perfected, they got a system where, they have a vest where if you get hit in your chest, which is, it covers, arteries, you know what I'm saying, as far as your heart, your lung, just chest, anything that hits you in your stomach, those are vital places where you would not expect, they have helmets and things of that nature too. And that's also, the Lord, he gives us the equipment through the Spirit to move about in this planet, with his armor, because the Lord has an armor. His spiritual armor is way better than Esau's physical armor could be. But that's him trying to replicate Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. When you go into what's that, 2 Thessalonians 2:3, 2:4, he wants to be God, he wants to be all seeing, all knowing. He wants to replicate the Lord. He wants to say, I'm the one that saves you. I'm the one that's giving you life. Come to me. See me about my medical expertise. Come see me. I got, doctors that can fix you up. Now he's trying to do a brain chip and computer chip, you know what I'm saying, where he can basically he's telling the people, oh, well, you can live forever if you just come see me. So he has a God-like complex. But this buckler, this shield, is spiritual. Because if the Lord wants you to get hit, you're going to get hit. If he doesn't want you to get hit, you're not going to get hit. Now, going into the trust part, So you got somebody you can trust, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But now the Lord is telling you who not to trust. Your enemy. You're not to trust your enemy. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he is the enemy of the whole planet. But he is mainly the top enemy of the children of Israel when it comes to Psalms chapter 83. He's number one on that list, and we've been bringing this out. I brought it out Saturday at camp, but we've been bringing this out over and over and over again. This man is your enemy. He sets up laws to trap us. They hunt our steps. That's in Book of Lamentations. They got police officers out here. They set speed traps and shit in the neighborhoods. They got cameras all over the place. They just got shit that's just in place where they can just see. That's the accuser of the brother. You're fucking up, but you fucking up the worst, and you ain't even checking your own people. He got your food fucked up. He got your water fucked up. He got your family members fucked up. He got your family structure fucked up. So you got to go to work for him. He's fucking with you at work. Then once you get home, he got a system where his system is fucking with you in the home that you're supposed to be able to kick back, get some rest, chill with your woman. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be in order, but she's overlord over your ass as soon as you get home. You got two bosses, But let's get this real quick. Because now we going into who not to trust. You trust in the Lord, and you don't trust in Esau. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Who's the enemy? You got an enemy. If a person is constantly against you, and he's constantly trying to kill your ass, he's constantly against your well-being, he's constantly setting up traps for you. That's an enemy. But yet he's in your face telling you about how he loves you, and what does the enemy do? That's exactly what an enemy would do. They would come in, they would slip in, and that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Why you think Iran and all these different countries are not trusting America right now? Because now they're starting to see, okay, we set up peace plans or peace talks with you. We set up a place where the peace talks are going to go down. It's at 12, p.m. in the afternoon, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Business is moving. You come up into this portion of the secured building. Everybody check in. Everybody got a badge in. Everybody got a secured way of getting into the building. We have the table set up. Everything is going to be talked out. And then you bomb the fucking place once you know we're in there. That's an enemy. And so these other countries, they're starting to even see that. But see, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you trust this man to the T, man. You don't even know that you have enemies. That's the reason why we do these lessons. That's the reason why the Lord has set the men of the Lord up through the Spirit to let you know, hey, look, you have enemies. You are this people. They are this people. Because if you don't know who you are, you already fucked. And guess what? Guess who's fucking you over as far as not letting you know who you are? Your enemy, the so-called white man. He's all over. He's all up on you. Oh yeah, man. It's crazy work, bro. The way that they be, I'll be watching these people, or I can't even say I'm watching them because I'm watching them, but it's like you kind of be doing your own thing wherever I'm at, and then I look up and the motherfucker's just looking me, just staring me down. I had a guy today at the job, fucking Edomite. He was like, I don't even know what the fuck he sounded retarded. But I'm thinking like, what are you saying? He's pointing at his glasses. The spot that we work at, you're supposed to have safety glasses or whatever. I'm just cutting through on, where I'm about to go. I'm not in the area of the safety glasses part. I don't work on nothing like that. That's not my job. And then this motherfucker, he tells me, I said, well, I'm just cutting through here, just whatever. Which I should have just ignored his ass. Well, he was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter to me, but it could matter to someone. Well, motherfucker, if it don't matter to you, who the fuck are you? Just some regular old random ass cracker telling me about, some shit. Like, motherfucker, let me do me. If somebody that's a part of the program that's got authority in that area if they say something to me, okay, cool, fine. Where can I find the glasses at? Where are the safety glasses? Because I don't have them. Where are they located at? Oh, well, it don't matter to me. I'm like, well, what the fuck is you stopping me for? This motherfucker stopped me. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the building. I'm going home, nigga. But this is how Esau gets down. He looks at you. He studies us. He does all these different things, and he acts as if he cares. Like, what are you fucking with me for? You care so much about me to the point that, you know what I'm saying? You got a pair of glasses? Do you have an extra pair? Where they at? Let me get one. Let me get a set from you. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit moving. Why don't you walk to where you walking to? Because that's not him looking out for me. He wasn't thinking about looking out for me. That's Esau. He's just nosy as fuck. He wants to know everything. Even the lowliest of them. They nosy as fuck. These fucking Edomites, these fucking so-called white people, man, they be all in your shit. I be looking around. Because you can feel people looking at you, and then I'll look, and then it's like motherfucker really just grilling you down, and then all of a sudden he throws this grin. You know, as if he was just, oh, hey, motherfucker, why the fuck is you staring at me? Like how you staring at me, bro? You know? Well, verse 11, it says, though he humbled himself. Let me get verse 10 again. Never trust thine enemy. Now, this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. And they took these books out of the scriptures as far as they claiming it's not canon. The Protestants or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Now, the Catholics, they kept it. But, you know, you got so-called white people. They don't want you to know that they're your enemies. They want you to believe that everybody is just this one people. We love you. We love you. Mwah, mwah. Sweet, sweet little nigger baby. You know, they pick the baby up, they're kissing the baby. You shouldn't even let white people, when people try and touch your baby, don't let them people touch your babies, man. And don't feel no kind of way about them being offended about you not wanting them to touch your babies. Like, nah. Don't touch my kid. You good. Oh, well, but their hair is so cute. Nah, okay, all right, yeah, I know, I done it. I had it done, or whatever. You know? But Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy. For like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. He's eventually going to show you his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, oh, yeah, you're supposed to have safety glasses. Some might pop into your eye. Like, motherfucker, I'm not near no machinery. I'm heading out of the door to go home. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Which means this cracker is going to he's going to pop on out and show you who he really is. Ta-da! You motherfucker acting as if he care about something popping into your damn eyes when as a people. Now, don't get me wrong, because you have levels of these Edomites. Because a lot of these Edomites, they don't even know that they in a system of their own enemy is them. Their own people are their enemies. They don't even know to not trust their own fucking upper elite people. You know, they really believing that they can trust Donald Trump. They believing that they can trust J.D. Vance and his whole camp of people. But this man, he's about to round y'all asses up and send you into a war for a whole nother nation of people that don't like your ass. Which those are Edomites too. These fucking Amalekites, man. They're about to send y'all asses into war. And you're going to go get your legs blown off. You're going to get your damn torso blown off. Your fucking intestines hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hamburger heel your ass. And you're not coming home. And then you'll come back to this mother. If you do make it back, well, that's old school. Because you going to these places now, you're not making it back. But old school, you got a whole bunch of fucking they call them veterans. And you're not even taking care of your veterans. Your veterans are shell shocked. Motherfuckers is on the streets. They on dope. They on drugs. They don't have a place to stay. And then you holding up funding from these people to actually get them in a better situation. Because they can be taken care of far better than what you're taking care of them. Matter of fact, there's a scripture on that talks about, trying to think where it's at, but it talks about, let me see if I can do something real quick. Yeah, Esau, he fucks his own people over, man. Oh, it's in the Apocrypha somewhere. Is this the one? No, it may not be the one. Let me see though something. Nope, that's not it. But it talks about a man of war, and basically he. Let me see. You a man of war. You don't went to war and you just poor. That's crazy work, bro. Oh shit! I put that up the eye. Done it again. Slovakia. Why the fuck you keep doing that? Okay, Slovakia. Damn it. Is that the same one? I might not be able to find it, but I know it's in the Apocrypha. Slovakia is Ecclesiasticus 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty. You should be angry about a man of war suffering poverty in this place. But guess what? I roll up at lights all the time in Edomite neighborhoods with a guy sitting in a wheelchair with a goddamn cardboard box with his little medal around his neck. His little army jacket still on intact. He got a couple of little patches on his shit. And these crackers, they roll right by that motherfucker. Now, me being angry, I'm not angry like that because, I know this is the Edomite system and this is their kingdom. I'm saying it should make you angry. But why are the so-called white people angry about their men being out on these corners like this? You see some people they talk shit, they say what they say. You got little board meetings and people that meet up and talk about these particular things. But why isn't your president? Why isn't your president Donald Trump? And he just talked shit about this guy dying yesterday. He put up on Truth Social. He didn't even have to do that shit. This guy Mueller. This guy served in the military. He ain't had to say nothing. He could have just been like condolences. He said, I'm glad this motherfucker dead. A man that never even served in the military. Okay, so it says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepares such as one for the sword. Right? It's crazy work, man. You got a man called the commander in chief that's never been in a war. How are you commander in chief if you've never been to war? Commander in chief, a commander is someone that actually has been to war to know how to orchestrate, you know what I'm saying? What's to be done. Setting up lines, setting up men, he knows the landscape, he knows the enemy, he knows the weaponry, he knows, certain things, how many units to set out. This nigga Trump don't know nothing about nothing like that, man. But they're enriching themselves. They're rich, but the men that actually go to war are poor. And it's crazy work, bro. But anyway, I just wanted to just really just kind of go off into who to trust and who not to trust. Esau is not to be trusted. You trust in the Lord, man, because the Lord is the buckler and shield for our people, man. That's who we're trusting in. We're not trusting in Esau. He's coming down the pipe with all manner of stupid shit right now, man. And he's definitely, you can clearly see he's not to be trusted. So I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yasha Allah and the Baba Boy.